everything worked fine. I knew I wasn't going to use it for a while, so I put it in the garage and put it against my deep freezer, which I'll show you here in a second. Right over there. I was leaning it up over there. What happened was one day someone came out to the garage, was digging for something in the deep freezer. The stand fell back, cracked open, and the lid fell on top of the stand, cracked it open. So I don't know how long it was sitting like that, but here in Vegas it gets so hot that you know, things tend to warp really easily if it's heat sensitive, which wood shouldn't be, but when you got cold air going against it, it does. So, alright, I'm going to try to do this. So it comes with 2 butterfly locks. It's all matte finish, wood, black. You get one little carry handle here. I basically call it a card style table because that's what it looks like. Carry it like that. I would say it roughly weighs about 35 to 40 pounds. So set it down. Unlock the butterfly screws or latches. Open, and they normally sell the table just like this as it sits for people that already have their coffins, so it just lays across here. But this one I do not have a coffin. I'm running just Hercules RMX with a MacBook. On the inside you have 2 spring adjusted little clamps slash little support beams that lock in place right there. And then what you do before you pop that open was you want to swing your table up. Lay your table down, and then so that's how it looks when you open it. Pull the top table up, one side flips open, the other side flips open, gives you a full I believe it's 54 inches across table length and 19 and a half, 19 3/4 I think inches wide. So that's how it looks opened. I'm going to try to finish it up holding the camera. And then on the inside there is another flap that you would open. That has little blocking tabs there on each side that slide your little tab in there to lock it in place. Set this back up there. Hopefully you're getting a good picture. And then that one. Both sides. So that's how it looks totally set up. So you got a shelving here to put like your laptop bags, you can put your CD player, maybe your amp or something like that, depending on what you're running, and then a little bit of storage down there depending on what's on the ground, wherever you set up at, and then your tabletop. And then like I was saying how it got warped. See how it doesn't sit flush no more? It has a little bit of space, but if you got turntables and all that, it puts enough weight that it'll sit flush and nothing rocks. I try to put some tie straps around it to kind of tweak the board back in, but that didn't really help. I mean, it helped a lot. I mean, it was a lot worse than that. But other than that, this is the Odyssey flip out card style table, DJ table, as I would call it. There are no holes drilled in it to run any cables to make it look any nice and clean. So if you are one of the type of people like me that's just gonna have your controller on top with your laptop and a laptop stand and maybe something else on this side, what I was gonna do is get a little banner made, since it's all black, is connect something here, some kind of mechanism to hold like a banner type thing so that it will drape over. And then what I was going to do is run the cables behind the little banner so it had hide all the plugs and stuff that's run into the speakers and lights and all the accessories and stuff like that. And then now I'm going to break it down very quick, very easy. So break it down. You would just pop up your bottom shelving first, swing it out, let it come down, flip your tables over. I prefer the left side as you're behind the table. The first piece of part of the table to go in, since it's been warped and these brackets go against the little flip outs. That on this right side there's not that much tension compared to the left side. If you were to have it vice versa, if you would close this side first on the flip side of the table, on the right side flip portion compared to the left side, it'd be pushing against this little bracket and pushing like it's trying to break loose. So you just take your butterfly latch, close it, lock it, done. Table is all set up and locked and ready to load, to be loaded back up. Show you how it is. Pretty thin, like I said, about the size of a card table. But I'm going to show you the top where I meant how it got warped. You see how it bows out? There's a little bit better picture. But yeah, see how it bows? It was normally supposed to be sitting in there pretty tight like that, pretty flush. And right now, you see how it wants to spring open because the board's warped now. And I don't know if it was from being leaned against the deep freezer and the cold air was hitting the wood continuously. And with it being over 110 degrees when I got it, because it's about 2 months old. I haven't never used it yet for a gig. I just kind of jumped the gun on it. I got it from 123dj.com for $1.99 plus with free shipping. But other than that, it looks good quality build with the little metal liner reinforcements on the sides and the swivel springs for the table parts. When I set it up on my last video, when I showed off my new gig setup, it worked perfectly fine. Didn't have any bouncing space that much from just a controller and the laptop on the tabletop. But other than that, just my little tutorial on my DJ stand, and by request by it's DJ AC, Ace Y, however you pronounce it. Sorry buddy if I pronounced it wrong, but I told you I'd do a